Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to oneminutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the forehand, and I want to talk to you about a little understood reason why some players just seem to hit way more power on the forehand with so little effort. Now, the forehand stroke is generally dominated by what's called internal shoulder rotation, and most people neglect the importance of external shoulder rotation. I want to show you what these two movements are and then what role they play in the forehand and how you can use external shoulder rotation to imitate the pros and get real power in your forehand today. So internal shoulder rotation, if I turn to this side and put my hand here, internal shoulder rotation is where I rotate the shoulder and I use the shoulder to rotate the arm internally in this side of the body. And external shoulder rotation is where I rotate backwards away from the body. This is a much more uncomfortable and unnatural movement. Now, because it's so much easier to rotate internally, then what happens to most players is that they only concentrate on the internal movement. It's easier to see if I'm hitting in this direction. So I take the racket back and I make what looks like a perfectly sound ground stroke, but all of the movements were internal. And that means that I'm pushing the energy forwards. There's nothing to rebound against. But if I make an external shoulder rotation, so I rotate the shoulder backwards and then recoil to go forwards, see, just forwards and now backwards and forwards. Feel the stretch. It's easier to feel and observe without the racket. So here, just forwards, feels real comfortable. And now backwards and forwards. And I can feel that stretch. And then I rebound back with elastic energy. Now, this is a great way of generating power. The way that muscles work is called a stretch shortening cycle, where they stretch and then shorten. Stretch and then shorten. You get bodybuilders and weightlifters who will stretch the muscle backwards and forwards to create a more powerful and bigger effective muscle. You can see the same effect in many other sports. In archery, the bowstring is drawn back with external shoulder rotation and then released. In throwing sports, baseball, American football, cricket, then there's external shoulder rotation and then internal shoulder rotation. In fighting sports, in boxing, in mixed martial arts, external shoulder rotation and internal shoulder rotation. Every single pro player makes an external shoulder rotation movement prior to the upswing to the ball. And yet the vast majority of recreational players, most likely you watching this video, only make internal shoulder rotation. It feels easier. Don't take the easy route. Make sure that you use external for internal. External for internal. Make that external stretch, snap it into an internal stretch, and your forehand will fly so much faster and even easier, even though this movement is not as comfortable until you get familiar with it. If you like this or any other of our ideas, then have a look at what we can do with online coaching. We're helping players like you of all ages and all levels all over the world with a unique blend of detailed video analysis and then one-to-one online coaching. It's a unique service and it really works. For more information, have a look at the website or email us for more details. So remember, combine external shoulder rotation, internal shoulder rotation. Use the stretch shortening cycle and you'll get more power in your forehand today. Thanks for watching and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.